There we go. What's going on, Timmer?
Not much, Cloudy. How you doing tonight, buddy?
Oh, just snapping things around here behind the scenes, but we're ready to go for season 6, episode 5 of the 3BeerPod. What's going on tonight, buddy?
We're just cruising along here with season 6, eh, buddy?
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about this the other day. I'm like, this is airing live on September 21st, and I wrote that down today. I'm like, what the? Is it really late September already?
Yeah, that's crazy, man. The summer is over.
Yeah.
Right, with the weather that was coming through here in the next couple of weeks. She's all over, bud. She's a write-off. Get out your winter clothes. You heard it here first.
Put your lights up. Put your lights up.
Get your lights up while you can.
Season 6, episode 5. It is the 3BeerPod. It is Chris and Tim, our guest in the background. Give us a wave, guys, if you can hear us in the background. There you go. All right, so we will get to them here in just a couple of minutes. We're just working on some technical issues in the background. Timmer, we always start with WHATCHA drinking, bud, and that's the beers that we feature week to week on the 3BeerPod. I'm actually drinking one right now. I'm going to double back to that one because we want to talk about that a little bit. First off here, I'm going to get to, let me dry this guy off here. I've got a couple more left from our Muskoka trip.
Oh, man.
The Ebb and Flow Sour.
We got some overlap tonight, buddy, but that's okay.
The Raspberry Lemon Yuzu. You have this? You have some Muskoka?
Yeah, that's what I was going to have tonight, too. Now I feel like I need to go to the fridge. We'll be okay.
That's the benefit of going first in the old drinking, bud. I have a couple of beers from our friends at Collective Arts, always spitting out good stuff. The, what is this guy called? The Sour IPA, the Amarillo Columbus. I can't read it in the dark here, Timmer. This guy right here. You see that guy?
No. Is that a new release?
I you know what? I found it at the liquor store the other day, and I just kind of snapped it up. I don't know a whole lot about this besides the fact that I was like, heck yeah, I got that in the fridge.
Get at it.
We got another one here. What do you want me to do? You want me to talk about this one, or you want me to
go with that one?
Okay. So we're out to a Red Barn on the weekend, and that's 2 weekends in a row. So we're on a roll here. Denny and the team still buzzing after their big grand opening last weekend, which was it was a shit ton of fun. That's what it was. Their Farm Kettle series continues, and this is a beer I've got in my hand that nobody has had besides us, Timmer. The Strawberry Rhubarb Crumble Sour, which will be available on Friday as of 11 p.m. I'm gonna have to work on this lighting here, but there you go. You see that?
Denny slapped the label on it for us and everything. That was fantastic.
So I've got it right here. Have you opened one yet?
Yeah, it's delicious, buddy. This is tasty. I was like, at first I was like, well, what's that? And I was like, oh, it's got a little bit of sweetness, but that tart gets you. Me
likey.
I'm loving their kettle, kettle series, sour kettle series. I got this, bud.
The Farm Kettle series.
Yep.
That's it.
Let me read the can. Farm Kettle series. I am loving it. It's been delicious. All of them that they pumped out of that series has been delicious. Fun stuff happening out at Red Barn there. Talking to Denny about how they had to increase the number of taps that they had hanging on the wall because they got so many different beers out, and that's awesome. Like he's got 20 taps kicking out there now, 16 different beers going. So that was awesome. It was good to catch up with Denny when it was a little less hectic. This past weekend. And what a beautiful Sunday that was, buddy. That was just a last minute go-to heading out to Red Barn. So we got a lot of overlap here today. We probably should have talked about this beforehand. I had also pulled out my last one from my Muskoka pack from when we went down there a few weeks ago. And I have the same one that you do as well in the rhubarb, strawberry rhubarb crumble. Delicious. Okay. Nice. When's that on sale? Friday,
11 o'clock.
11 o'clock at the barn. And then this one from our friends at Sons of Kent. What is
what did you do?
I didn't do anything. Do we have a green screen on?
I don't have a green screen on. What is that? What are you drinking over there?
I'm trying to show you the Backyards label, but something's going on here. We've got something going on with the camera. This is the Backyards. It's a green label, so there must be a green screen setting on here tonight. This is the Backyards, which is the Sasquatch wet hop. So the boys go down, get fresh hops at the Redmond Farm near Kingsville, Ruthven area, and then come back and make a batch with it right away. And They've been doing this wet hop for a couple years. They did the Sasquatch last year. It was delicious. So I am wicked excited to show.
I don't believe you. That's not a beer.
Freshly labeled and everything. I'm not gonna lie. It was fun. I got to catch up with Doug from Sons of Kent here tonight. We'll talk a little bit about that in the beer buzz. But the backyard. I don't know why I keep showing you the backyards. I'm excited for it. It comes out Thursday.
Okay.
Check it out.
We'll have to share a photo on our social media. Anybody that's listening to this is wondering what's going on. Tim's holding the can up. We don't see shit. We see nothing.
It's just green screen. I don't want to dink with my settings, buddy. I don't want to. I don't want to get too deep into those settings. Anyways, backyards.
We've had a night.
Sasquatch wet hop ale. I'm excited for it. I can't wait to crack that after I have my strawberry rhubarb crumble sour. Big shout out to our sponsors as usual. Chris McLeod over at Realty House. He's got a hot listing right now. What is that? 3-bedroom?
3-bedroom, bath and a half, 2 kitchen, double garage, detached, a beauty on a corner lot, close to everything, Tim.
I looked at the listing today, buddy. I'm like, that's gonna fly. So if you're in the market buying or selling here today, but if you're looking to buy right now, that one looks like a sweet house for sale. Check out Chris McLeod's Realty House listing right now. This is a hot one. It's gonna go. Big shout out to our good friend and sponsor, my wife, over at the Health House, thehealthhouseck.com. Yeah, buddy.
I gotta tell you, you probably can't see it. It's green screen on my muscles.
What are you getting jacked up over?
But so
I could see that. Sorry.
Okay. So I was thought about 5:30. I'm like, do a little workout here. Get the muscles pumping before the show because I want to look jacked for you.
Jacked up.
Right?
Okay.
So I've got like the bands, right? Like the rubber bands, like the resistance training. So I've got an anchor point in the wall and I start doing it. You can't see, but I'm doing like one of these, like giving her, right? This thing snaps.
Yes.
Oh, down I go in a heap. And that was the end of the workout.
Yeah.
For
that's why you should be working out with Sean over at the Health House and get a little bit more skilled professional helping you out there. It sounds like you might need it, buddy. Check out her on-demand videos or live in class. Check them out, Cloudy. And our friends over at the Pakistan Super League. Don't even know what's going on with them right now. We're in a feud. We're in a feud right now. I don't want to mention it. Hopefully we get things sorted out. Looking forward to making friends with them again, buddy.
I'm just writing down. We were talking about some guest ideas earlier, so I'm going to put Pakistan Super League down. We have tried for 6 seasons to get them on the show. They have yet to answer an email. But hey,
that's
still
okay.
Sponsors. Still sponsors. Timmer, we're excited. So we talk beer quite a bit. Beer's great. We love beer. Beer pairs well with food. We know that very much. And we're bringing in the pit master. This is Jeff Jenkins. Let's hear it, Jeff. Let me pull you in here.
Hey, how you doing, guys?
Not too bad, Jeff. Are you drinking beer with us tonight, or are we drinking by ourselves?
I am having a beer tonight. Did not get to Sons of Kent today, but I had one GL Heritage.
Oh, no.
Back shop brew kicking around. So blonde ale. Nice crisp beer. Clean, smooth. And sipping on that tonight.
Sounds delicious.
Very nice. I thought we'd catch you like in a food truck or something, or in a kitchen. You look like you're
normally you would. Normally you would. Normally you don't see me out too often. I'm usually in the kitchen cooking and doing our thing. But tonight I thought I'd be a little more opened up and get into a little better space.
So let's change things up. So Dog Days Barbecue, Jeff Jenkins, anybody in the Southwestern Ontario region or beyond might recognize that name. We always do What You Drinking, Bud. You just showed us what you're drinking. What'd you have for dinner, Bud? What'd you eat tonight?
Tonight, we're going to have some ribs and chicken tonight. Nice. I've got some stuff brewing already at the restaurant, so we're going to have that later on tonight, me and the wife. And then always got to have a little barbecue every week. Even though we cook it every day, we pick one night a week where we try a different recipe or a different sauce. We're trying to incorporate a lot of the breweries now when we do a special event with them. If they have a special beer coming out, we like to incorporate that into a sauce. And
that's pretty sweet. So we saw you over at the Red Barn grand opening. Can you still hear us there, Jeff?
Yep.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. Yeah.
No problem. Jeff, you heard us we saw you at the Red Barn grand opening. You've been kicking around here with Dog Days for the last little while. Tell us what's going on with Dog Days Barbecue.
Dog Days, we're expanding actually. We've got the food truck, we've got the catering end of it, and the next couple of weeks we're going to be collaborating with the Ultimate Sports Bar on St. Clair Street, and taking over the kitchen there to do some barbecue, bringing back the true Southern barbecue. After Blazing Barbecue closed down, I feel there's a need for more barbecue in town.
Yeah,
But
I was going to say, anybody in the Chatham Kent region, that Blazing is still sticks out in people's minds. So we're missing that, and you're going to be and we're talking so because we're all over the place, Jeff. We're worldwide. Pakistan watches. We've got Vancouver, Quebec. They're everywhere.
Yeah.
But for those that don't know, Blazing was a restaurant in Chatham for how many years?
Well, we were there 8 years. 8 years, and we were, and it was a good, we had a great barbecue there. And of course the pandemic hit. Things went sideways. They shut down, and then I knew there was still a need for barbecue in this area, and I wanted to bring it back. So we started off small with the catering end of it. Once things started to open up a little bit more, we went after the food truck. Serving barbecue at the food truck, and then now we're gonna have the restaurant. We'll be bringing all your barbecue favorites. Your brisket, your pulled pork, your chicken, your ribs. Your mac and cheese. We're going to bring back all the great stuff that people love, and all the good comfort foods.
This makes my PB&J sandwich that I had after work today sound pretty lame. Jeff, I had the opportunity again to try out some of the food a few weeks ago out at Red Barn. I had that Cuban sandwich. Oh, buddy, that was dynamite. What's the food truck scene kind of looking like right now in this area? How has COVID kind of affected that?
Yeah, it's starting to open up now. People are starting to be more receptive to it. We've been very, very lucky, very grateful for the amount of people that have supported us. We've got now with the food truck, we're doing our Dog Days street eats. So we're doing a little bit different there. We're doing our Cubans. We're doing our Philly cheesesteaks. Our smoked meatball subs. We're trying some different stuff, bringing something different to the community. And the food truck scene is opening up. You're starting to see little trailers around now, a Guapo Taco, all these little people popping up and stuff like that. And it's fantastic. It's great for Chatham. It's something different. Gets you away from, the franchise part of, instead of, taking the kids to the franchise part of it, you try something different, right? You're getting some authentic food.
Yeah. And if we've learned anything in the pandemic is how much you need to support local, wherever local may be. It's one thing. If there's ever a little silver lining out of the whole thing, is that people kind of open their eyes to supporting local, be it a restaurant or a store selling clothes, whatever it is, right? They got to support local.
Yeah, absolutely. You got to get behind Chatham Kent. Chatham Kent's been awesome. You see that now with the breweries opening up. We've been able to, it's been awesome for us because we've been able to collaborate with Sons of Kent, Red Barn, Natter Jack's Brewing, GL Heritage. We're getting all these invites, and we're able to get out, meet people, collaborate, and and you're also supporting other vendors that are there too.
Yeah, we love that collaboration between obviously the breweries and you guys, and we're pretty excited. You also you had a connection with one of our former guests, Ted Reeder. What's the connection to Ted Reeder?
Yeah, he's it's funny because years ago I messaged him. He sent him an email and not thinking that he'd ever get back to me. He got back to me. Ted's been a huge influence on my cooking. He's kind of a mentor. I reach out to him whenever I needed some advice, especially when doing podcasts and stuff like that, talking about food. He's done everything, right, from books to video to you name it. So he's been awesome. Ted Reeder is honestly. People should check him out. He's one of the best chefs in Canada, one of the best barbecue guys. You saw that. He has every toy possible in his backyard. But what a great guy. Just really appreciate his help. And, it's been lucky. It's been awesome for us starting out this year. We've gotten so much support from other restaurants, independents, helping us out, kind of guiding us. Other business owners, that, I reached out to and I said, hey, I'm kind of new at this, and can you guys give us a hand? And it's just been fantastic support we've gotten.
Ted Reeder was on season 5, episode 2. He was buzzing that night. He's a firecracker, just shot out of a cannon. If you get a chance, and we know we got to do something with you and him when we can. Let's blow something up and have like.
You know what? I'd love to go down there and sit with him and do some cooking live and have a couple beers. And I know Ted, has the occasional shot, and but yeah, I'd love to do something with him for sure. I know he's in Mexico right now. Actually, he's doing some stuff in Mexico right now. So, but yeah, I'd love to, man. I mean, that would be a great day for us.
That'd be wild. That'd be wild. Jeff Jenkins is with us at Dog Days Barbecue on season 6, episode number 5 of the 3BeerPod. You mentioned that when you're at, and I guess let's squeeze this in here. You're supposed to be a food truck weekend over at Sons of Kent, but the weather's not going to cooperate. So they
unfortunately, you know what? There was a big, we tried today really to try to make it work, and unfortunately, with the weather coming up this weekend, a lot of vendors are in tents too, right? They don't have the food truck capability, so. That's hard on them when they try to set up in crappy weather, and then work all day in that weather. And if nobody shows up, right? If we don't get the the public coming out, which I understand because of the weather, right? It makes for a tough day. So we're gonna postpone it this year. We're gonna come back next year bigger and better. I've talked to Mallory at Sons of Kent, and they're looking to do something bigger next year, and hopefully we'll do it a little earlier and get more vendors involved.
Yeah, so, that'll be big. That'll be big. But mark that, if you're going out this weekend, that's going to change. But you still hit the brewery if you'd like. So you mentioned when you're doing these things at breweries, and you mentioned the breweries that you've done in connection with, you kind of make a sauce with some of the beer. So where does that start? So let's say a Natterjack or a Sons of Kent or a Red Barn. One of these breweries, you're like, we're going to set up this weekend, but we're going to do something with your beer. Do you just go and get all the beers and just figure out which one you're going to work with?
I'll go get some samples. And then I'm not gonna lie to you, some for me, some for the sauce. But I'll go and give you an example. GL Heritage has got their another beer coming out in October. Their Applejack. So we're going to definitely collaborate with that and get that into a barbecue sauce and put that on our ribs. That's we just start in the kitchen. We start the process. We make sure that they like it as well. Right, we want to make sure that we're representing their beer. We want to make sure they like it first. When they like it, then we put it on the product.
Love it. I love everything that's going on. That's going on.
Well, here. I'll tell you guys. The food truck's opening up full time next week on Richmond. Dog Day Street Eats, and then we are going to have a grand opening November 20th at USB Ultimate Sports Bar in St. Clair to open up the Dog Days end of it, on the kitchen end of it there, the restaurant part. And we'd love to have you guys out. Come on out. We're going to have Walking 47 and, some music and entertainment and that sort of thing, and kind of do a little bit of a blow up in November.
That's good.
Fantastic. If you need us any research and development anytime, Jeff, you just
let us know. I was going to say, you guys are more than welcome. Come to the kitchen anytime. Just pop your head in. Come on in.
We're all set to try things out if you need someone to let you know how
our research and development team's actually working tonight. So we're getting some new stuff coming to the food truck. And like I said, I want to throw out new things that, a lot of times you take a risk, right? Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't work, but we want to bring some new exciting things to Chatham Kent. And I want Chatham Kent to get behind the food truck scene and the vendors, the fish and chips, the tacos, the fries, whatever the case may be, because, even give a shout out to Curbside Eats. These people are out there every weekend, giving it all. And you got to get out there and support them, right?
Yeah,
for sure. Jeff, how do we find you? If somebody's catching this, they're like, hey, I want to try some of your stuff, or I need you to cater an event. How do they get a hold of Jeff Jenkins and Dog Days?
Just email Dog Days Barbecue. So DOGDAYS BARBEQUE at gmail.com.
That's awesome, Jeff. Thanks so much, buddy. We'll see you soon in the kitchen somewhere.
Okay, like I said, guys, pop in anytime. We'll get you in for something to eat.
Cheers, buddy.
Okay, guys. Have a good night. Thank you so much.
Pitmaster, I think I just cut him off. Sorry about that, Jeff. It is Pitmaster Jeff Jenkins with Dog Days Barbecue. Let's get us back on our right sides, Tim. It makes me
buddy. I was discombobulated. Dude, that made me hungry. I'm not gonna lie. I could use some barbecue right now. We'll pop in. Good. We'll get some samples, Cloudy. It'll be good stuff. Looking forward to it.
As he was talking there, you probably saw me. I was trying to find. When did we have Ted Reeder on? So that was season 5, episode 2. You can go back on the YouTube, the Facebook, or the audio, obviously, and have a listen. Ted was a killer.
That was a good night, man. That was fired up. We could have talked to him for an hour and a half if we wanted to.
Yeah, Jeff's good dude too. So thanks, Jeff, for joining us here on the 3BeerPod. Let's get Timmer to our beer buzz and what's going on in the world of beer. We already mentioned our friends over at Red Barn have this new beer, which I'm just finishing, Tim. That's stellar.
Yeah,
that might go in the crushable category. It might be a little too early to tell, but I'm going to nominate it for a crushable.
That sounds good, buddy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna jump on that yet. Nothing wrong with it, but I don't like to until I've crushed some. I don't like to give it the crushable label, but we'll see.
That's fair. I'm enjoying it. It's delicious.
It's very good, very good. I have a couple things, Timmer. You want me to start, or you want to start with your Sons of Ken information? Let's get that out there first.
Yeah, I'm just pouring up the backyards right now. So again, was able to
let's see the can again. Let's see the can again. Let's see if this works. Production values.
Yeah, we gotta work on this StreamYard stuff. Anyways, a sweet can. It's got green on it, obviously. That's all I got. No, was able to catch up with Doug here quickly tonight. Lots of stuff going on here. So the food truck vendors
weekend,
yeah, this weekend got canceled. We were excited for that, but again, totally understand it, man. You can't. It's hard to plan for that. You're making a mess there. It's hard. It's hard to plan for that, and so I totally get it. I get why they pulled the shoot. I know it. You know, people are like, "Oh, we're pumped for it." Yeah, everyone's pumped for it, but you gotta be able to move some product when you have these events. But Sons of Ken does have Oktoberfest coming up the following weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Doug said there's at least 4 brand new beers coming out for that event. Yeah, so can't tell you what they are. I've sworn to secrecy. They're all in this green can here. Sworn to secrecy. He gave me some of the highlights. I'm excited. I'm excited to get up there for the Oktoberfest. It's going to be bands, beers, new beers on tap. That's exciting stuff. Also, Sons of Ken is brewing their 1000th batch tomorrow.
Oh shit, really?
Tomorrow. And again, Doug gave me some insight on what's going on there. Can't tell you what it is. Sworn to secrecy. Something new they've never done before. I might actually just go up and press my face against the window to watch this process on what they're. I've never even heard of what they're doing, and that just made me more excited. So, and again, we kind of take Sons of Ken for granted. For those listening from other places, you can order Sons of Ken online, and I highly recommend getting some Sons of Ken delivered. Colin got married this weekend.
That's in the beer buzz right there. Yeah.
Colin got married. The brewer Colin got married. He made a special beer for his wedding. Doug's going to try and sneak me out one. I might have to remind him of that one. Maybe if Colin's watching, Colin, just hook me up with the beer. Anyways, lots of awesome stuff going on.
We didn't get the invite. We just want a beer. That's all we want.
Yeah. I'll send him a card.
Yeah.
Heard it was a banger. It was a great wedding at the brewery. So again, congratulations to Colin getting married and making awesome beer and 1000th batch tomorrow. Awesome stuff going on at Sons of Ken. That's all I got, buddy.
I love the beer buzz when we have information, but we can't tell you much about it. That's my favorite. It's like CTV The National. Breaking news. Can't say too much.
Tune in later.
Tune in later.
We're hype guys now, buddy. We're hype guys.
Just add to the hype machine. Hey, Timmer, wanted to talk about Bud Light Next. Have you heard about Bud Light Next?
I have not heard about Bud Light Next.
Anheuser-Busch has announced the launch of Bud Light Next, the company's first ever zero-carb beer. It'll hit the shelves early next year. Comes as health-conscious customers have gravitated toward light beers in recent years. This is the new thing.
I'm pretty sure that's what consumers are going to say. Like,
I thought this would turn into a beer nutrition segment, but I guess you'll.
No, I'm not drinking that.
No, okay.
I'm all for the 0-calorie beer. It's coming up in our awards here shortly. One of our favorites from the summer.
Beer Light Next.
Almost no calories. I'd rather go almost no calories than a Bud Light Next.
All right, Bud Light Next. Yeah, sorry, boys. You're not going to make a stand here.
Next.
On 3BeerPod. Next. Sam Adams' new limited edition beer, Utopias.
Oh, yes.
Have you heard about this guy?
I heard about this.
so strong that it is illegal in 15 states. Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia. First of all, if you're illegal in Alabama,
What is
what?
it, moonshine?
Yeah, so it's so
What's
strong.
Sam Adams
Utopias.
making?
Alabama, Arkansas, Georgia. I guess it doesn't matter where it's not allowed. Beer has an alcohol by volume of 28%. 28%.
Wait a second. I just backed that up for a second. All those states that you mentioned probably don't care that they can't get Sam Adams beer to begin
That's
with.
true.
Anyways, 28%.
That's
That's aggressive. I didn't even know that was possible.
What am I drinking here? So I've got the ebb and flow. I don't even know how sure this is. Let's just for comparative sake, this is a 5%.
That's enough.
5 times more
That's
is
enough.
this Utopias. Yeah, a 25-ounce bottle costs $240 American.
I don't like anything that I'm hearing right here, buddy.
Yeah. So anyway,
20%. That's not happening. Next.
Sam
Adams next.
Illegal in 15 states. If it's not allowed in Alabama,
Yeah.
and you got bigger problems. That's a 28%. Could you imagine the 3-beer pod and we're drinking Utopias?
We got into a couple of what were those 6.7s Red Barn on Sunday? That was
yeah. The ostrich boys.
Sign me up.
Yeah, not so much. Well, we're gonna knock her down. We're not gonna. Hey, here's a little tease, little hype machine. We got something coming up with Dougie Robbins right there.
Can't tell you about it though.
Can't tell you much about it.
It's gonna
Something's
be
coming.
something. Put
It's
that
gonna
on
be
the list of things that we can't tell you about.
Things that we're just gonna tease you.
The world's worst
about.
podcast. Things we can't tell you about.
All right, Timmer. We've got to introduce our Weird Name Hall of Fame inductees for season 6. Should we go over the nominees again? Okay, so every season we induct a couple of weird names into the Hall of Fame. So introduce you to the Weird Name Hall of Fame. Number 1 last week, we introduced you to Wang Lickin. Wang Lickin was one of the nominees. Wang Lickin, okay. Also up for nominees in the season 6 Weird Name Hall of Fame was Yoshi Takashita. Yoshi Takashita. Okay, to hold your applause to the end. Next up was Buzz Nutter. Buzz Nutter in the Weird Name Hall of Fame. Option for season 6 was Shooty Babbitt. The great Max Shooty Babbitt right there. There he is, former second baseman. And this guy, Miroslav Shaitan, or Satan for short. Satan. So those were the nominees for the Weird Name Hall of Fame for season 6 of the 3-beer pod. And Timber, the votes have been compiled. Would you like to meet the season 6 Weird Name Hall of Fame inductees?
I do. This is secret ballot. It's been Deloitte and Touche went through our numbers here, did some crunching on the vote. What
and
buddy?
Speaking of crunching, Yoshi Takashita. Congratulations, Yoshi. Unable to join us on the pod tonight, but Yoshi has earned a spot in the season 6 Weird Name Hall of Fame. All right. And joining Yoshi on the podium, and a bust will be added to the Weird Hall of Fame, the Weird Name Hall of Fame. Buzz Nutter. Unfortunately, Buzz has. Yeah.
Is Buzz dead?
Assuming. I'm just going to go out on a limb.
Yeah.
So,
he looks like he can kick some ass too, eh?
Oh, still to this day. If he's alive, he can still kick our ass. So Buzz Nutter, Yoshi Takashita, welcome to the 3-beer pod. Weird Name Hall of Fame.
Deserved. Well deserved, Cloudy.
Very much so. Very much so. It was tight right down to the end. The deciding vote may have come from my mother. So she was a big fan of Yoshi Takashita.
That's fair.
So,
Buzz Nutter is dead. What's that? Posthumously? That's
posthumously, yes. So his family will be accepting his award.
Still looking for a sponsor for the actual bronze bust that we planned on making.
Weird Name Hall of Fame.
The bronze bust to be displayed in my garage.
Sometime we're gonna have a get together with all the Weird Name Hall of Famers. The Yoshi Takashita will be there. Buzz Nutter family,
Dick Paradise,
Dick Paradise. They'll all be in attendance, and that will be a blast.
We'll get DOGDAYS to cater it.
Oh, buddy. Yeah, it's going to happen. And it's
I like
gonna
where
be
this
big.
is going,
It's
buddy.
going to be big. All right, Timmy, season 6. We've decided to add a new feature, new segment on the 3 Beer Pod. It is called the award-winning The Timmies. And the Timmies is something you want to win. So it's Tim's Awards for different things. With fall arriving tomorrow, I think that's going to be the feature here on the Timmies tonight.
Yeah, we are going to focus on 2 different categories here this season on the Timmies. It's our transition from summer, but lots of good summer memories. So looking at best beer drinking memories from the summertime and best summer beers.
Best summer beers.
Do you have some for the Timmies?
For the best beer drinking moments?
Yeah, best beer drinking moment.
Really, they've all meshed into one. But I would like to say, well, Tim, I think our visit to the Muskoka beer spot has to be up there. Clear Lake Brewing, and then the whole buzz around the Muskoka area in early August. That's one of my
that's
top
on my
moments.
list. Yeah, that's on my list for sure. Having the keg right in our cabin is ranks up there on all-time beer memories. One that crosses my mind for this is remember that hot ass day when we were first allowed to be on patios? That was like the end of June
at Sons of Kent.
Yeah, and it was like 1,000 degrees in blazing sun. I had the vertigo then still.
Yeah.
And we went and sat in the sun.
Yeah.
But just having that first beer on the patio coming out of the tremendous lockdown that we were in. Yeah. That's a good one for me for the summer. That's not the winner, but that's
the winner. Okay.
That's definitely up there. That was up there. Muskoka Beer Spa was up there as well. First baseball beer when we got the Sons of Kent baseball team back together and had our first beer afterwards. That was it. That was awesome. That's not the winner either, though, buddy.
Oh,
just
okay.
Honorable mentions.
Hold on. Are you actually going to tell us the winner?
Yes. Those are honorable mentions. I'm just trying to building up the hype again.
The hype.
I think the best beer drinking moment actually came not drinking craft beer, which might upset some people, but it was Coronation Day.
Coronation Day. That was a solid night.
Coronation Day. So for the listeners, tried to drink Coronas. Coronas were sold out all around us. So I ended up buying 2 cases of the little Coronas, known as Cornitas.
Yeah.
So we had 2 cases of those. We made a day out of drinking the smallest beers possible. It involved everything: food, pool, hot tubbing.
Yes, we did the hot
sitting around the fire table, but crushing the littlest beers possible is my summer moment. So that is the winner for this summer of the best beer drinking moment was Coronation Day when we crushed Cornitas.
The Timmies, and we've got some backup, of course. Kate agrees for sure. The Timmies, award-winning moment of summer of 2021. All right, Tim, I'm waiting for the beer of the summer.
The beer of the summer, and this was tough, man. This we had a lot of different beers. Behind me on the wall is the top 88 beers that I had this summer, and it was tough. It was tough to have because they obviously didn't all make it to the wall. Sometimes they just didn't make it back to the garage to get there. So, honorable mentions. Can I go through some honorable mentions of this one right here? Hopefully, my camera shows up here. This one, oh man, what the? Hold on a second. What is this? Wait a second. Green screen. None.
Yeah, green screen. Tim's got the green screen.
There we go.
Let's see what you got.
None.
What are you
Let's
doing
see what
here?
happens here. I just made. Did this work?
I still see it.
There we go.
There you go.
Oh, wait a second.
Let's see this. Oh!
Yeah. Apparently
it's really a beer.
Apparently, I had the green screen on this whole time. Didn't even know that. Okay.
That's hilarious.
This one right here, Cloudy. I don't know if you remember this one. We were at Sawdust City in Muskoka, and I had this one on tap. It's called Golden Beach Hazy Pale Ale. And again, I think it attaches to we were actually on the patio at Sawdust City. Cool spot. Beer was amazing. Brought these home. They didn't last. That was a delicious beer this summer that I thoroughly enjoyed. We put together a summer fun box for a bunch of guys, and this one was in there, and I had never had this one. This was the Goblin Sauce from Bellwoods. What an adventure that is. It's a double IPA with Cara oranges in it. Delicious. Goblin Sauce was awesome. Early on in the summer, this one came out from Sons of Kent.
Solid choice.
The Game Beast 873, delicious lagered ale. And that one was delicious. And the winner of the beer that just falling over here. The winner of the beer for me of summer. I think
it's the Timmy. It's named after you.
I think the beer that I had the most of in summer and enjoyed the most often was Sons of Kent Lo-Fi sea salt and key lime. Yes. And I don't even have a can of it here to show. It's green anyway, so it wouldn't show up. You gotta.
I do. It's in the vault though. I do.
So that was my beer of summer. That was my
beer of summer.
Was a Lo-Fi, and it was a crushable beer. I think that might have been why. It got me through some long days of being in the sun, some different cottage adventures, different pool days. It was multi-purpose after baseball beer. I just really enjoyed it.
It was a late edition in the summer too.
It was
it was a late edition, but it still held up, and it's low carbish,
low calorie, low carb, lower gluten. So you might be saying, "What's he talking about? How is this his beer?" It's the beer that I used the most. It was the multi-purpose beer of summer, and it was the Lo-Fi.
Yeah, it was when you started keeping an eye on your figure. That's when it really took off.
That's going well, by the way.
Is it
beer nutrition? Yeah. Yeah. I had some chia seeds for breakfast.
Just chia seeds?
Yeah, they get
a bowl of chia seeds.
They're a little crunchy, and they get stuck in your teeth.
Still picking them out of your teeth.
Man, are they filling?
Oh, when I think of filling, I think of chia seeds. Jeff Jenkins just logged off.
He's like, what are we talking? I'm really hoping he incorporates chia seeds into the smoked barbecue menu this summer.
Couple more things, Tim, on episode 5, season 6. An Ohhh Buddy segment here tonight. This comes out of Mississippi. Okay. This turned dark for a couple of Mississippi men who were walking down the street when they saw a car on the side of the road, and the car had a sign that said "free car." So it caught their attention. So they looked inside. The keys were there. Free car. Let's go. So
seems legit.
Life, like everything seems to line up so far. So life is good for these fellas. They got a free car and they're buzzing around joyriding. They drive it to the next county and just, living life, their best life. Like, man, he's got a free freaking car. It's great. Now, it doesn't say what kind of car it is, but I'm assuming it's probably a newer model something. So they get to wherever they're getting to, and they open up the trunk. There's a dead body.
Come on.
In the back, yeah. Yeah.
What state was this?
This was in Mississippi.
Is Sam Adams 28% legal?
Let me see. Sam Adams legal in Mississippi. It is not legal in Mississippi.
Yeah, that makes sense. That'll get you angry. And then you murder somebody.
So they ended up calling the police. The police show up, and now obviously a murder investigation is underway. So, like, a couple of questions arise immediately from this story.
Right.
Is who was the murdering genius who was like, gotta wash my hands of this one? How do I get rid of the evidence? He grabs a piece of paper.
Free car. I think this is probably not the first time he's put free car up.
Yeah, free car, guys. Free car.
This is a life lesson here, folks. This is what we're here for as well. Life lessons. If you see free car, probably someone dead in the trunk. Yeah. Check the trunk first.
My next question is, do they get to keep the car? Because
it was free.
Yeah. Like, the one guy's like,
well,
officer.
Yeah. There's got to be some legalities to that. But I think once it clears, being in the pound and, you give it a good detailing, I think it's fair game.
I think
Once
it's
it
not
clears
bad.
the evidence, I think you're good.
I think so. I think
It
that's
might be a bit of a process to get it out, but
yeah.
I think it's fair. I think it's fair game.
Talk
Besides, they're
about
free.
talk about a talking point with your buddies too. You're like, hey, this is my free car, a murdering
Yeah.
free car. So that's the edition this week of
Oh,
Buddy.
buddy.
Oh,
Yeah,
buddy.
life
Oh, buddy.
lessons. I like
Yeah.
that, buddy.
All right, I got a video here. I'll play for you. This is Pete Weber. You know Pete Weber, the bowling
Bowling,
great?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this popped up on my feed today, and I thought, oh, buddy, we another buddy. We got to feature this on the 3BeerPod tonight. So this is Pete Weber. I don't have any more background besides the fact that he's
He
about to
bowls.
win. Yeah, he's a bowler, legendary bowler, and he's about to win a big match. Okay, so just sit back and enjoy Pete Weber.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That's number 5. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am. Get it right.
It's a classic line.
Yeah.
It's a classic line that I still have no idea what it means.
Yeah. That's next time I get a single in our old 2-pitch ball league. I'm gonna get to first, and I'm busting that out. I get it! I get it! I'm
Can
going
you just play the
Yeah.
line again?
yeah, well, I want to point out too. Notice that Terminator style glasses off the top.
Yeah, that's essential. That's
Yeah.
essential.
Nobody wants to fight this guy. Nobody wants to bowl against
No.
this guy. Pete Weber, encore.
Strike to claim it. A strike to claim it. And he got it!
That's number 5. Are you kidding me? That's right. Who do you think you are? I am.
Who do you think you are? I am.
Get it right.
What is that? That's the name of a beer. It's got to be the name of. Who do you think
who
you
do you
are?
think
I
you are?
am. I am.
Okay. Go. Breweries, take that right now. Who do you think you are? I am. Run with that. We're giving that one to you. That's a freebie.
That wasn't even a perfect game or anything. He just
No.
won. Like,
No. I don't want to burn it out, but I might play it again here. The guys in the background, the competitors are just like, Pete.
oh, Pete's being Pete again.
Oh,
Who do you
Pete
think
going
you
off the
are?
handle.
I am.
Oh, here we go. Denny.
Denny.
Red Bar.
Denny's got it. He's
State
claimed
claim to it. Denny has claimed it. Who do you think you are? I am. Keep an eye for it.
the most confusing beer ever.
Yes. Who do you think you are? I am.
I love it. I love it. You can't get
I'll-
enough of that. I love
Yeah.
it.
I'll leave it there. You can go back and find it, and you can have a watch of it. Who do you think you are? I am.
Oh.
McLeod was
Cloudy.
just a single.
Hey, Cloudy, before we jump off here,
Yep.
can we just, and we're not political guys by any means,
Are
but
we?
the vaccine passport starts tomorrow, and my feed has been filled with tons of breweries trying to explain to people what's going on. Okay. And it's not them that are, right or wrong with the vaccine passport.
Yep.
These guys just want to serve you good beer. Okay. And we saw the regs for this. It's ridiculous. And it's being put on the brewery owners.
On all owners. All
on all
Yeah,
owners,
yeah.
for sure.
Yep.
But it's just today I've seen a lot of breweries posting about it, prepping people, and people putting comments on it and stuff like that. These guys want to make good beer for you, and go get it. Okay. And if you're allowed to go in and get it, go in and get it. If you're not allowed to go in and get it, please don't be a dick.
Yep.
Please don't
That
give
was-
these guys a hassle. Their staff is just doing what they're supposed to be doing. And for the people that say don't do it, that's their livelihood.
Yep.
Okay. They need you to come buy their beer. They don't need fines from the government. Okay. And they're not going to fight it right now.
Hefty
They just want to
fines.
make good beer. Yeah. Hefty fines. They want to make good beer. If you can go in and drink it, go in and drink it. If you're not allowed inside to drink it, go on the patio and drink it.
Yeah.
We just want you to have their good beer, and we don't want the hassle being brought onto these brewery owners because that's what it's going to be for them. Okay. And their staff. again, we're not taking sides here. We're just telling you from what we know on the brewery side, just go drink the beer and cooperate with them. That's all we're asking. Don't be a dick.
Be a dick.
That's a life. That's a life lesson. And that was pre-COVID as well. Don't be a dick pre-COVID. It's extremely important during this time. And tomorrow, the 22nd, is when this goes into effect. Just don't be a dick.
You're gonna walk into a restaurant. You're gonna walk into a brewery or a bar or whatever, and you're gonna have to show. You're gonna have to. And it's not that person, that 22-year-old kid who's asking to see it. It's not their fault. So just don't be a dick. Don't be a dick.
Thanks, Cloudy. Politics 101.
I thought you wanted to do a quick federal election talk. You want to talk about that? No.
I watched it. I predicted it. I looked at the polls. I saw it coming. I saw it coming. I've been following the polling.
My favorite is the polls are now closed, and we're going to call it. And they're like, "Whoa, what?
Who was counting that quick?"
Yeah. Did you see they had to count, and they're doing it right now? The million mail-in ballots that came in,
right?
The million. Like, is there somebody like what?
Did you see? Did you see what they had to mail them back in? This like giant red bag. So like an envelope, and then somehow you had to put it in this red bag. I saw it last night. Red bag, and that's so people could like sort it out quickly, so they get these things counted.
Oh,
but it looked like my Old Navy order comes in a bag like that. That's where their ballots went in. I don't know. I just went and voted in person.
I sent a care package to my daughter at school in a red bag, so it must have really confused them.
Somebody's eating good right now.
They got some brownies and chicken pot pie.
Who was the ballot for? No idea.
They couldn't figure that out. Timmer, solid epi. Make sure you get a hold of Jeff Jenkins, talking food, talking beer, talking just good stuff. I think we need to launch the food podcast at some point, or we just like implement it and we just eat Jeff Jenkins food every week.
I think that's a great idea. I would eat that every week, and then we just record ourselves eating it. Somebody's gonna watch it, isn't it?
It's like an ASMR, but like really bad. Us just eating. I did it! It's me! Right.
Who do you
Season
think you
6,
are?
episode 5. Cheers, Timmer.
Thanks, Cloudy.